position. Student creed. I develop myself physically and mentally based on the modified karate spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others. I achieve my fullest potential in developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. Loud and proud, what's your goal? Come to attention. Bow, courtesy. And start ready in place for me, yes ma'am? Yes ma'am. Ready and jump. Ready and jump. Ready and down. Ready and down. Ready and down. Ready and jump. There you guys go. Keep those feet moving. Keep those feet moving. Ready and jump. Ready and jump. We always got to get our bodies warmed up before we do our fitness progress today. So today we are doing our fitness progress check. So those goals that you guys set about a month ago, we're seeing how you guys are doing on your path towards accomplishing those goals. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. It's always super important when you guys set goals that you check in on your goals. We always got to review how we're doing. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, and maybe some of your goals you've already accomplished. That would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? Yes, yes, it would. Go ahead and keep those bodies moving. We're warming up our muscles before we get started. Ready and jump! Oh, I hear a couple black belts in here. Ready, jump! Keep those bodies moving. Keep those legs moving. Ready and jump! Ready and down! Ready down! Ready down! Ready jump! There we go. And drop your horse stance, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Put your arms straight out in front of you. Make little circles forward. There we go. Nice work, guys. Warming up our bodies here as well. So we're checking on those goals. However, if you guys are a new student and you joined us within the last time that we set our goals, what you guys are doing today is you are setting your goals for when we do our test in about a month from now. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There we go. Fantastic. And backwards. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Awesome. There we go. So when you guys set a goal, the first most important thing in setting a goal, everybody say, write it down. Write it down. And we all did that about a month ago, or we're going to do it today. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There are big circles forwards. Yes, keeping those knees bent. Thank you for my yes, ma'am. Now check your knees. Make sure your knees are bent. You have that black belt perseverance. That even when your legs, maybe they're starting to hurt, and that's okay. You're keeping your knees bent. And backwards. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There we go. So when you set a goal, the most important thing, the first step you do is you write it down. Write it down. Fantastic. And stand up for me. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and start making your arms go crisscross. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Here we go. Warming up our shoulders. We are warming up our shoulder muscles, getting ready for our push-ups today, as well as our jump ropes and everything else we do with our arms. True. And go ahead and cross your arm, hold it one side, yes ma'am? Yes ma'am. Oh, even louder, yes ma'am? Yes ma'am. There we go, hold it one side. And let go and hold the other side. Yes ma'am. There we go. Good job, guys. And relax, yes ma'am? Yes ma'am. Country, country. Yes ma'am. All right, now when we set a goal, we also want to make sure we have a team behind us to support. We find a coach. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. In this classroom, who is your coach? You. There you go. Mr. Lucas. Your parent. Your parent, yes. Not just in this classroom. With any goals that you guys set, your parent is one of your coaches because they will help you accomplish your goal. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. They will help you define the path that you need to take. They will also help you guys work hard and they'll help encourage you. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. So it's at this time that I ask you guys to come to attention. Bow for a seat. I need you to go ask your coaches politely to join you on the floor to help cheer you on and encourage you. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Go! Thank you guys for waiting till I said go. There we go. Getting coaches for our fitness progress check. Everybody needs a pen and a piece of paper handy so that they can write down their numbers that they get today. Thank you. Yes, Dad can only have one. But they can do it next to each other. All right, you guys. So now you guys have your coaches on the floor. All right. Now you guys have your coaches. The first thing we're doing today is our push-ups. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Miss Zoe, can you show push-ups for me? Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. There we go. So Miss Zoe's in a strong push-up position. She's going to make sure she goes all the way down. Then she's going to go all the way back up. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. She's doing her best to keep her body in straight of a line as possible as she goes down and back up. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, your goal, go ahead and thank you, Miss Zoe. Your goal is to accomplish as many of your best push-ups as you can. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. Now, parents and coaches, the ones we won't count today are these kinds of push-ups or these kinds of push-ups. You think it's funny, but I see it. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. So remember, bending those elbows, going all the way down, all the way back up. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, we're doing these for 30 seconds. No multiplication needed. And we're writing all of these numbers underneath the progress column on the back of your cards. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, get ready for your push-ups. Get ready to go in push-up position. We are going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Getting those numbers written down. Let me have Mr. Aiden come on up here. Thank you very much, Mr. Aiden. Everybody give Aiden a round of applause. All right, Mr. Aiden's going to demonstrate our sit-ups for me. So he's going to sit down on the ground. All right, coaches, we're going to hold our students' knees or feet to help them stay grounded. He's going to cross his hands across his chest. He's going to try to touch his elbows to his knees. Go. 1, 2. So every time his elbows touch his knees, we're counting those. Yes, ma'am? Right. Now, if your student is still developing their core muscles and they really struggle a little bit, go ahead and pretend like you are still developing those core muscles. So he's going to try to sit up. There you go. He's trying. I just give my pinky to help him up. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. That's all the help your student will need if they still are developing those core muscles. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. Everybody give Mr. A one clap. Give 2 claps. Say, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Get ready for those sit-ups. All right, coaches, go and hold those feet. All right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Write that number down. All right. Yes, we are writing all of these numbers. All right, next one up is our leg lift. I'm going to have Mr. Lucas come up here. There we go. So Lucas is going to lay down on his back. Good job. He's going to put his hands just underneath his cha-chas, stick his legs straight out, and he's going to go to about a 45-degree angle, and then back down without touching his feet to the ground. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Oh, fantastic. Now, coaches, real fast, I want you guys to keep in mind, We will not count these ones that go all the way up here. Yes, ma'am? There we go. We're working on building our core strength, and right about here is where we want our students to go, controlling their body movement. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, everybody give Mr. Lucas one clap. Give him 2 claps. Say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One more that we will also not count, coaches, is I see this one. These aren't leg lifts. Yes, ma'am? These are knee bends. So we got to keep our knees nice and straight. Nice and what? Straight. There we go. All right, guys, we're going to get started. All right. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. Wow. All right, getting that number written down. Let me have Mr. Matthew come on up here. There we go. Thank you, Matthew, for that loud yes, ma'am. Matthew's going to demonstrate our mountain climbers. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, wait a second. Is it mountain climbers next? Oh, it's squats. Man, I guess he's going to demonstrate squats instead. I just like to jump ahead. All right, so Matthew's going to put his hands up by his face. His feet are slightly spread out. He's going to bend his knees so he sits in a tiny chair. He's going to go all the way back up. Yes, ma'am? There you go. The most important piece that Matthew's going to make sure he does is he keeps his back nice and straight all the way down, like he's sitting in a super tiny chair. Super, super tiny. I'm going to go down and touch my hand. There you go. So, coaches, you can also put your hand there to let them know, so they got to sit down all the way to touch your hand. Yes, ma'am? Boom, and back up. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, give Mr. Matthew 1 clap. Give him 2 claps. Say, you rock. You rock. All right, so make sure your hands are up by your face. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, we are going to get started. In 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Go ahead and write that number down. Thank you. Now it's time for mountain climbers, and I'm going to have Nate come on up here. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Nate. Mr. Nate's going to go in a strong push-up position. He's going to tuck one knee in and then the other. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Time. There we go. I'm not going to let him wear himself out before he beats his progress goals. Those are really strong, amazing mountain climbers. Give him 1 clap. Give him 2 claps. Say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. So I know Nate kept his butt down every single time he tucked his knee. That is really strong. All right, guys. So make sure you guys try to keep your butt down while you guys switch up. Parents and coaches, if your student tries to do mountain climbers like these, remind them long legs. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. Long legs will help them remember that their legs got to go all the way behind them. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, we're going to get started. In 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. Mr. Eicher, come join me up here for me, sir. Say yes, ma'am. Go back, go back, go back. Remember, when I'll call you up here, I want you to snap to attention. Back courtesy. Back courtesy. Say yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. Eicher. There you go. Mr. Eicher is going to demonstrate our jump ropes. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. So good. He's going to reach into his karate pocket. Go ahead, reach into your karate pocket. And pull out his invisible jump rope. Pull it out. Ready? It's nice and invisible. There you go. He's going to get it nice and ready to jump over. There you go. He has both ends of the jump rope. And when I say go, he's going to make sure he twirls the rope and jumps over it at the same time. Ready? Go. There you go. He's going to keep going. He keeps twirling the rope and jumping over it. There you go. Nice work. Keep going. Keep twirling that rope. There we go. Good job, Eicher. And time. Go and give Eicher one clap. Give him two claps. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the first time Eicher's done it, and I believe it's his first class, right? Second class, third class. Okay, it's only his third class, and he already was demonstrating up here. So make sure when you guys do the jump ropes, it's important that you actually have that invisible rope. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Parents and coaches, these ones will not count because there's no rope. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There we go. We got to make sure we have that strong rope. So everybody stand up for me. Yes, ma'am? Oh, even louder. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. I can go to some stuff. There you go. Good job. Hi. There we go. All right, guys, make sure you guys are writing down that number. And then I need to see, let's see. Miss Izzy, come on up here. Thank you very much, Miss Izzy. All right, so Miss Izzy, she's going to turn out. She's going to demonstrate our front kicks. So her hands are going to go up by her face. She's going to get ready. So she's going to go, what? Snap it. Oh, sorry. She's going to throw her 3-tap front kick in there. So she's going to do her front kicks for her fitness test. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and time. There you go. Notice how she kept her hands up the whole time. And every single kick was at least her waist level. Her eyes on her target. Everybody give her one clap. Give her 2 claps. So, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Miss Izzy. All right, so I want you guys to be at least as strong as Izzy. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, so keeping your hands up by your face, your eyes straight ahead, right where you're kicking. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, and preferably all your kicks are at least waist level with that strong snap, just like Miss Izzy. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, get ready. Hands up by your face. Get set. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice kicks. Get that number written down. Mr. Lucas, come on up here. There we go. Thank you very much, Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas, going to turn around and face everybody. Demonstrate our front punches. So he's going to drop in a strong horse stance. There you go. Hands nice and tight by the sides of his body. He's going to extend one hand out. Then he's going to switch his hands. Ready? There you go. 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 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And time. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. So make sure, just like Lucas did, you pull your hands all the way back between, and he kept his knees bent that whole time. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Every single punch goes all the way out. And coaches, if you're going to give your student a target, please only give them one right down the center line so that they can extend their punches all the way out. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There we go. Nice and strong. All right, guys, give Mr. Lucas one clap. Give him 2 claps. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. There you go, Anessa.
Come on, Adrian.
Come on, Chamber, all the way by your wrists. Woo! Hayden, moving super strong and fast. There you go. Oh, Finley. There you go, Miss Scarlett. There you go. All right, guys, go ahead and take a look at your cards. If you have goals that you were here for and you've set already, I want you to take a look at those goals and compare your progress to your goals. How close are you getting to those goals that you set? What goals did you already beat? If this is your first time setting those goals, which goals that you feel strongly about? Which goals do you think you need to work on the most? Parents, I encourage you guys to take a picture of the card so you guys can see what their goal numbers are in comparison to maybe their progress numbers, or so you can at least see their goal numbers if they set them today, so you know what they can work on at home. Yes, ma'am? And these are some awesome things to work on at home because it all builds our strength as martial artists. Yes, ma'am? All right. After you guys do that, please take your cards. You guys are going to bring them up to Mr. Kendall over here. Yes, ma'am? There you go. So this is Mr. Kendall, one of our black belts. You will also take your pens and you will put them in the blue or the black light box over here. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Or even louder. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right. When I say go, once you have done those two things, please return to your spot and stretch for your toes. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Coaches, please don't leave the floor because we will need you guys again here in a minute. Go! Thank you for those strong back routines. That's one introduction. Where did I tell you to put the pins? Oh, I'm not Mr. Kendall, but he is. There you go. It's okay. This is our first time meeting Mr. Kendall. Oh, I love how everybody returned to their spot and immediately with stretching for their toes. Good job, guys. Stretching is really important for our bodies, whether or not we're young or younger. All right, and feet to shoulders apart. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, reaching for your toes. Oh, I see Mr. David over here. He's joining us. Our coaches are stretching too. I love it. There we go. And walk your hands over to your left leg. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. Trying to put your hands behind your leg, giving your leg a hug while keeping your knee straight. Oh, thank you for that. Yes, ma'am. And over to the other leg. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. Try to hug that leg while keeping it straight. Thank you. And over to the middle. Yes, ma'am. All right. I want you to walk your toes and your heels out until you can't anymore. In which case, I want you to put your toes up and see if you can slide any further into your splits. Remember, with your splits, I want you guys to lean forward. Thank you, Miss Izzy, for that. Yes, ma'am. Remember, lean forward. Toes up. Toes up. The most important thing to do with your splits is to make sure your toes are towards the ceiling. So always make sure your toes are towards the ceiling. Now, why do we keep our toes up? Well, for one, it helps us hold our stretch. But the most important reason is that way we're not putting pressure on our knees. so that when we're adults, our knees don't go, oh, why did you put your toes down when you were younger? I hope none of my parents agree with, oh, bad knees. There we go. Make sure your toes are up. And count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and take a seat. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Shake your legs out a little bit. And once you feel ready, go and take a knee like this. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Oh, I heard a loud yes, ma'am on this side. How about these guys? Yes, ma'am. There we go. All right, guys. So you guys are taking that strong knee. All right, so we've been talking about our ABCs of conflict avoidance. Everybody say A. A. Avoid. Avoid. So remember, A stands for avoiding a potentially dangerous situation. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Whether that is crossing the street without looking, remembering always to put on our seat belt, or avoiding strangers, right? Yes, ma'am. There you go. It also, that's all of those things. Avoiding anything that you think could be dangerous. Yes? Yes, ma'am. We also talked about B. Ever say B? Be calm. And breathe. Taking a deep breath whenever you're scared, angry, mad, or frustrated. Whenever you feel a strong emotion, you take a deep breath first to help you think clearly so that you can make the right decision. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Make the right choice first instead of a choice made out of anger or frustration. Yes? Yes, ma'am. There you go. We also talked about C. Everybody say C. C. Communicate. With confidence. You got to be able to communicate with confidence. All the time, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. You don't communicate just with your voice, you also communicate with your body. So you stand confidently wherever you go. And remember, a bully will target somebody who doesn't look like they're confident. Yes? Yes, ma'am. This week we're talking about D. Everybody say D. D. Don't make the situation worse. By arguing or fighting. So don't make the situation worse. So for example, with your parents, if they walk into the room and they turn off the TV and say, oh man, you need to go do the dishes. How many of you guys would have like, no, I did the dishes yesterday? Oh, is that good? Would mom and dad get mad at us if we did that? Yes. Yes, Mr. Lucas.
I'm just saying, I have to do the dishes nearly every day.
Yes, dishes are an everyday thing. There you go. You have to do them every day. There are chores that we have to do every day. Oh man, I fed the dog yesterday. Well, the dog needs to eat today too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. You make the situation worse if you argue with your parents, right? There you go. So we don't make the situation worse. Instead, what should we do instead? What do we say? We say, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. Whatever we call our parents. Yes, mom. Yes, dad, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Everybody stand up for me. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
We can also do the same with a bully. We don't make the situation worse by arguing or fighting with a bully. A bully could walk up to us and say, oh man, your mask is ugly. And if he just says, he just took away my power. I can't bully him anymore if he disagrees with me, right? Man, but your shoes are ugly too. I can't do anything with that, can I? Oh, so if you guys just agree and walk away, you don't make the situation worse. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you guys. So we're also going to learn some self-defense today. So as you guys are facing the mirrors, I want you to take your chicken wings right here. There we go. And we're going to make ourselves a chicken. So we're going to drop nice and low and make ourselves smell like a chicken with our wings up.
Yes,
There
ma'am.
you go. And stand back up there, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to chicken wing up and drop it low. Ready, go. And bring it back up there, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
One more time, ready, go. Woo! There we go. I want you guys to turn around. I want you to put your hand up and push yourself away from your hand. And I want you to stop.
Stop.
Leave me alone. There we go. So this is useful if anybody ever comes up behind us and tries to give us a bear hug. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Whether it's a stranger, adults, it could be a stranger out in public places that we like to go to. Or our students, it could be a bully, or it could be a stranger, yes?
Yes,
There you go. So I have Mr. Zayden up here. I'll be the stranger. He's going to turn around. There you go. I come up behind him, and I give him a bear hug from behind. He's not a fan of this, so he's going to drop it low and make himself like a chicken. There you go, with his elbows nice and tall. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
He turns around. He puts his hand on me and pushes himself away. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you guys all say?
Stop!
Fantastic, with those loud, confident voices. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
one more time, I come up behind him. He drops nice and low, and he turns around, pushes himself away. There you go. Thank you guys for helping him with his voice. All right, guys, give Mr. Zane one clap. Give you guys. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so coaches, you guys are gonna come up behind your students, and the goal is one, that they get away, but two, they use those loud, confident voices. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, here we go. And time, you guys. Go ahead, face your coach, come to attention. So there you go. Now, real fast, the most important thing is sometimes strangers are bigger than us, right? Yes. Actually, for our kids, most of the time strangers are bigger than us. For our adult women in here, men tend to be bigger than us, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Is it hard? Thank you, Sarah. There you go. It's going to be hard for me to push him away from me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why it's really important that I push myself away, because I can push myself away any day. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
if I stand here and I try to muscle myself to push him over, is it going to work very well?
No.
Is he just going to grab me again?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. So I want you to make sure everybody is pushing themselves away, nice and strong, making that strong eye contact. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
With the loud, what do you say? All right, guys, 30 more seconds, nice and loud and strong with your coaches. Yes, ma'am? All right, go! Oh, that was strong, Kaden. Nice work. There you go, Nessa. Come on, Kinley, let me see you practicing. There, Nessa. Good job, turn. Push yourself away, Nessa. Push yourself away. There you go, Nessa. Let's see it, Scarlett. Good job, Scarlett. Scarlett, even though you're on your own, you're practicing nice and strong. Good job. Okay, let me see you practice. And time. All right, let me have everybody face your coach. Come to attention. Yes, ma'am. Bow, courtesy. If you're comfortable enough with your coach, give him a hug. If you don't quite know your coach that well, give him a high five. Say thank you, coach. All right, coaches, you're invited to stick around on the floor with us while we bow. You're also invited to go take a seat, whichever one you would like to do. I've got lots of homework this year. Let me have Mr. Max, come on up here. Please be right up with Max. All right, Max is turning in his self-discipline sheet. He's working hard at home, helping himself by doing really well by making his bed. He's also turning in his job list. There's all sorts of check marks on here, and getting a jump start on his intense remote. Give him one clap. He's also turning in a victory note. He keeps waking up early to earn money so that he can go to Mexico, and he's being more organized. Everybody give him one clap. Give him two claps. Say you rock.
You rock.
All right, let me have Mr. Isaiah come on up here. Oh, strong back,
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Isaiah. There we go. Mr. Isaiah is turning in his self-discipline sheet, doing a lot of chores on his own without being asked. He's also turning in his job list as well, and his gray stripe worksheet, making sure that he is showing that self-confidence and his courage. Give him one clap. Give him two claps. Say you rock.
Yeah.
And Lucas stepped forward. All right, Lucas is doing an excellent job turning out self-discipline, putting away the trash, doing a lot of trash work. That's excellent. Dishwasher, putting on away dishes. Awesome. So earning that orange stripe. Give him one clap. Two claps. And
You rock. We have Mr. Avery coming up here. Oh, thank you, Mr. Avery. Avery is turning in his book club card, his basic karate homework, his healthy eating, and his self-discipline, and his job list. Oh man, working super hard at home. Give him one clap. Give him two claps. Say you rock.
You rock.
And Zoe stepped on forward. Awesome. Zoe doing an excellent job reading some books. Warrior into the Wild. Good book. Awesome. And then doing, what's that? It's about cats. Awesome. And then karate homework, working hard there. Turning in her good finder. Excellent at following directions and being focused on tasks. Awesome job. Give her one clap. Two claps. And
You rock.
Yes, please go to this one. Thank you. Let me have Mr. David come on up here. There we go. Whoa, strong back courtesy, yes, ma'am. Mr. David is turning in his book club card as well as his healthy eating, his self-discipline sheet, making sure he's cleaning up after himself and picking up his toys, as well as his job list. Did you load the dishwasher? It says your goal was to help load the dishwasher. Did you help load it? Good. Give him one clap. Give him two claps. Say you rock.
You rock.
There you go. Working hard at home. Good job, David.
And Kaysen stepped forward. Awesome job. Kaysen is turning in his job list, and he's also turning in his self-discipline sheet, doing an excellent job completing his homework, doing his stuff that he needs to for school. So everybody give him one clap, two claps, and
You rock.
Let me have Miss Mackenzie come on up here. All right, very organized binder here. Miss Mackenzie is turning in her healthy eating as well as her book club. Wait, you chose white milk over chocolate milk? Good job. As well as her book club card, reading lots at home with mom. Give her one clap. Give her two claps. Say you rock.
You rock.
Miss Mackenzie. Everybody hands behind your back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so today you are, if you haven't already, you will be getting a gray stripe worksheet. So this is your new gray stripe worksheet. We normally don't hand these out until about next week. However, I like to let you guys get a little jump start on that. So we're starting to hand these out. This is about having your positive self-motivation with definite commitment. Please go ahead and start. Make sure you work on these today. That way you guys can get your homework done early, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember those gray stripes. This is the second gray stripe of your required 2 gray stripes in order for you to be able to promote to your next belt. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I also had you guys receive a goal setting worksheet. Now, when you guys set goals, the most important thing, the first thing you do when you set a goal is you. There you go. You write it down. On here, you guys get to write it down. You also get to make an action plan. One of the important things about setting goals, you need to make an action plan. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
There
ma'am.
you go. Another step when you guys set goals is to renew and review my goals.
My goals.
So not only we write it, oh, by the way, when we write a goal down, do we just write the goal? I'm going to be a black belt someday.
No, ma'am.
No, we make specific goals. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to be a black belt in 4 years in 2026. There you go. We make specific goals. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And write down when. When we renew and review our goals, we don't change the date. We're like, I'm not going to be a black belt in 2026. We don't change that. We don't change when. We change the action plan, how we're going to get there and still make that goal happen in the time frame we gave it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
What in my action plan needs to change? Renewing and reviewing your goals is always super important. It's actually one of the things that are on your intentional notes as well, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So make sure you guys are setting those goals, writing them down, making those action plans. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please make sure you guys turn those in. You guys can even earn a bonus stripe for it. Hands behind your back. All right, let me see. Oh, glow check class is tomorrow. So if you guys are signed up for a class, one of the class times, make sure you guys show up to that class time. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Black Belt Creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I lay my life by the principles of Black Belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and boundless spirit. Come to attention. Go, courtesy. Loud and proud position. Ma'am, no high karate is best, ma'am. Awesome. You guys are dismissed. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And you know what? If you guys were online, I'm understanding if you probably had to be online for some reason. Bye. Thank you very much. There you go. Thank you, Tinley. I understand that it's not fun to be online. However, I appreciate your